Film production has 3 processes. It has pre-production, it has production, and it has post-production. So at pre-production stage is where now the filmmaker comes up with an idea, they develop the script, they break it down, they make it sure that it's ready for execution. That's the stage where now you also hire the crew members. You can be able to bring on board the camera people, the sound engineers, the editors, the art department. Key members of the filming crew must be brought at that particular time. And it's also the time where you must get locations, scenes that you are going to use for filming. You must secure all of them. It's the place where you have to get props that are going to be used. You need to get all the costumes. You have to bring together all the necessary things that you need to, even the resources that you are going to pay the casts and even the crew. All those things need to be put together. Once you have already prepared, then we move to production stage. That is where now you do the actual filming of the film itself, where now you go on location, where we have the actors and actresses, we have the filming crew. We now do the actual recording for the film. That actually happens at that particular stage. After we have recorded the film, then we move to post-production, which is basically editing. It's where now whatever that was recorded on location is able now to be edited, where now you can be able to cut pictures and sound together and make a story that is continuous, a story that's flowing, and it makes sense. So basically we have 4 major areas that contribute in filmmaking, and these are scripting and directing. So at scripting level is where the idea is conceived. The idea is you encode the idea, you think about it, you develop it. So basically that is where the idea for the film begins. Once you have developed the idea, it's given to the director. So the director now has to visualize that script that has been written. He has to transform the script into visual images, a very, very critical stage. Then we move to the stage where we have the camera crew and sound crew. Camera basically is concerned with capturing the visuals. This is the department where now the camera people, the camera assistants, the lighting people, the key grip, they make sure that they can capture the action that's happening. And at the same time as the camera people captures the action, the sound engineers, they are supposed to record. They record the natural sound, they record the ambience, they record the dialogue, they record the music. All the sound effects that are going to be used in that particular film is done at that particular stage. So once we have the visuals and the audio, then we move to the editing, where now, as I had said earlier, where now we put together the visuals and the audio for us to have the complete production.
My name is Margaret Nyawira Muriithi. I am one of the facilitators here at Siaya County. The training is actually facilitated by Kenya Film Commission, and I am taking the students through video editing. Yeah. So I would say editing entails arranging clips, the clips that people shot from the field, and then you actually arrange them to make a story. You also add graphics, you add music. Basically, editing entails making a final product from whatever that was brought from the field. Yeah. Editing is important because you have to choose the best of the clips, so to actually get the best of the product outside there. And it's important because you find when people actually go outside there, they shoot, let's say like for a film, you're going to find in a scene you have like almost around 10 shots, and you have to actually mix them. So the importance of editing in that scenario is whereby you have to like mix the shots so it actually makes sense, and you actually create a story from the 15 different shots. Yeah. I have actually observed, especially in our Kenyan industry, so you're going to find a video editor is still the same person as the sound designer, they're still the same person as the colorist, they're still the same person who is going to do the graphics, which I believe you actually look at the films that have actually a budget. Those are different roles. So sometimes you're going to find a person doing all those, and those are 5 roles being done by one person. But then again, it is good for a person to multitask and to just know all those elements that entails production, so that actually when you get a job, you can actually be able to do it from start to the end, everything, without actually, especially if you're doing it for entrepreneurship and stuff like that. The mistakes people make is, people actually think editing is just putting shots together, yeah? But then there are some elements that people have to actually consider when you're actually making cuts. Why are you actually putting that shot there? Why are you cutting? What is the story you want to tell? So what is the tempo of the story? What is the mood that you're trying to create? So all that dictates the kind of music that you're going to use, okay? And it also determines how you're actually going to cut the story, yeah? And what value is it adding to that story? Yeah.